Although I still have fresh memories of my brother the elder Hamlet's death, and though it was proper to mourn him throughout our kingdom, life still goes on. I think it's wise to mourn him while also thinking about my own well-being. Therefore, I married my former sister-in-law, the Queen. With mixed feelings of happiness and sadness, I know that in marrying Gertrude, I'm only doing what all of you have wisely advised me all along, for which I thank you. Now down to business. You all know what's happening. Young Fortinbras underestimating my strength or imagining that the death of the king has thrown my country into turmoil. Dreams of getting the better of me, and never stops, pestering me with the demands that I surrender the territory his father lost to the elder of Hamlet, my dead brother-in-law. So much for Fortinbras. Now hear what needs to be done. I have written to Fortinbras' uncle, the present head of Norway, an old bedridden man who knows next to nothing about his nephew's plans. I've told the uncle to stop those plans, which he has the power to do, since all the troops assembled by a young Fortinbras are Norwegian, and thus under the uncle's control, I'm giving the job of delivering this letter to you, Good, and you, Voltimand. Your business in Norway will be limited to the task. Now goodbye. Show your loyalty by leaving quickly, rather than with elaborate speechless. I have no doubt you will. Goodbye. And now, Latres, what do you have to tell me? You have a favor to ask of me, don't you? What is it? You'll never waste your words when talking to the King of Denmark. What could you ever ask for that I would not give you? Your father and the Danish throne are as close as the mind and the heart, or the hand and the mouth. What do you like, Latres?
My lord, I want your permission to go back to France, which I left to come to Denmark for your coronation. I confess, my thoughts are on France. Now that my duty is done, please, let me go.
Do you have your father's permission? What does Pollinia say?
My son has worn me down by asking me so many times. In the end, I would grudgingly consented. I beg you, let him go.
In that case, leave when you like, Latres, and spend your time however you wish. I hereby grant your request, and I hope you have a good time. And now, Hamlet, my nephew, and my son.
Too many family ties there for me.
Why are you still so gloomy? With a cloud hanging over you?
It's not true, sir. Your son is out in the sun.
My dear Hamlet, stop wearing these black clothes, and be friendly to the king. You cannot stop your whole life with your eyes to the ground remembering your noble father. It happens all the time. What lives must die eventually, passing to eternity.
Yes, mother, it happens all the time.
So why does it seem so particular to you?
Seem, mother? No, it is. I don't know what you mean by seem. Neither my black clothes, my dear mother, nor my heavy sighs, nor my weeping, nor my downcast eyes, nor any other display of grief can show what I really feel. It's true that all these things seem like grief, since a person could use them to fake grief if he wanted to, but I've got more real grief inside me that you could ever see on the surface.
Emily, you're so sweet and such a good son to mourn your father like this, but you have to remember that your father lost his father, who lost his father before him, and every time each son has had to mourn his father for a certain period.
Please answer my prayers, Hamlet, and stay with us. Don't go to Wittenberg.
I'll obey you as well as I can, ma'am. Oh, that this too solid flesh, would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew, or that the everlasting had not fixed his canon against self-slaughter. Oh God, God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Fiat a five, 'tis an unweeded garden that grows the seed. Things rank and gross in nature, possess it merely, that it should come to this. But 2 months dead, nay, not so much, not 2, so excellent a king that was to this Hyperion to a satyr, so loving to my mother that he might not beteem the winds of heaven, visit her face too roughly. Heaven and earth, must I remember? Why she would hang on him, as if increase of appetite had grown. But what it fed on, and yet within a month, let me not think on't, frailty, thy name is woman. A little month, or ere those shoes were old, with which she followed my poor father's body, like Niobe, all tears. Why she, even she, oh God, a beast that wants discourse of reason, would have mourned longer, married my uncle, my father's brother, but no more like my father than I to Hercules. Within a month, ere yet the salt of most unrighteous tears had left the flushing in her galled eyes, she married, oh most wicked speed, to posts with such dexterity in insentious sheets. It is not nor it cannot come to good, but break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Hello, sir.
Nice to see you again, Horatio, if that is your real name.
That is indeed my name, and I am still your respectful servant.
Hello, sir.
So nice to see you again, Marcellus. Anyways, what are you doing away from Wittenberg, Horatio?
I just felt like skipping school today, sir.
I wouldn't allow your enemies to say that, and I wouldn't believe it from you. I know you never skip school. What are you doing in Elsinore? I'll teach you to drink hard by the time you leave.
Sir, we came to see your father's funeral.
Don't make fun of me. You came here to witness my mother's wedding instead.
Well, it did come soon after the funeral.
It was all about saving a few bucks, Horatio. The leftovers from the funeral dinner made a convenient wedding banquet. Oh, I'd rather have met my fiercest enemy in heaven, Horatio, than have lived through that terrible day. My father... I think I see my father.
Where?
In my imagination.
He was an admirable king, though I only saw him once.
He was the perfect human being. He was perfect in everything, and I'll never see him again.
Sir, I saw him last night.
Really?
Don't get too excited yet, sir. Just listen carefully while I tell you the amazing thing I saw with these gentlemen as witnesses.
For Pete's sake, let me hear it.
After midnight for 2 nights running, these 2 guards, Marcellius and Bernardo, saw a figure that looked very much like your father, in full armor from head to toe. It just appeared before them and marched past them with slow dignity 3 times, a staff's distance from their amazed eyes, while they turned quaking with their fear and too shocked to speak. They told me about this, so on the 3rd night I agreed to come stand guard with them to see for myself. It happened again, just as they described. I knew your father. This ghost looked as much like him as my 2 hands are like each other.
But where did this happen?
He was on the platform where we stand guard.
Didn't you talk to it?
I did, sir, but it didn't answer me. It raised its head once, as if it was about to speak. But just then, the rooster started crowing, and the ghost vanished from sight.
That's very weird.
I swear to God, that is true. We thought that that you should know about it.
You're damn right I should know, but this disturbs me. Are you on duty there tonight?
Sir, yes, sir.
You said it was armed?
Sir, yes, sir.
From head to toe.
Sir, yes, sir.
So you couldn't see its face.
We saw his face, sir. His helmet visor was up.
Did he have a frown on his face?
He looked more sad than angry.
Was he pale or did he had a red face?
He was very pale.
Did he stare at you?
The whole time.
Damn, I wish I was there.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, man, I gotta be Hamlet in less than 5 minutes. Not good, I don't even remember the lines. Tell me I have the script in the car. Is that the script? Yes! Okay, I gotta memorize these lines and get the voice down. To be or not to be? Oh no. Oh crap. This is the wrong soliloquy. Oh, the manager is gonna be so upset when I get there. Gonna tell him. Maybe I could tell him I was gonna do Romeo and Juliet. Yeah. Oh no, no. Oh god, he just walked into his office. On. Oh, I am so fired.